Hello, Collective. This is Rasta Gal, aka Angelic Empress. Welcome you to my channel. Just want to say Wagwan to all my loyal and new subscribers. Thank you for being a part of the Rasta Gal family tribe. Thank you so much for joining the vibes. And if you are just watching, you can also join too, be a part of the Rasta Gal family. We would love to have you. But for all and everyone, as you're tapping in and watching my channel, just tread lightly. I haven't said that in a while. Collective. I have so many dream downloads. This might be like a little mashup type of download with a lot of dreams again, and just music that I've heard recently or been feeling. About to get started into my channeling. I just asked for my angelic assistance to protect my channel, my message, as well as the collective, okay, that needs to hear and that needs to see this message for their highest good and for healing, as well as for my highest good and healing. And for those that doesn't have good intentions, block their energy, Father God, and return that back to the source and senders it came from. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen and amen. It's been a minute since I prayed, delivering a message, so you can tell, collective, this is going to be pretty deep. Grab anything to soothe you, as in teas, drinks, your snacks. I got my fishies here, my fishy candy. Yeah, collective. I was just trying to see how I was going to go about delivering this message. Okay. My mug that I'm drinking from is showing the moon card. So yeah, a lot of things are being revealed. Obviously, I'm delivering this on the solar eclipse, lunar moon. And yeah, I'm literally drinking from that mug that's showing the moon card of a wolf. My gosh. And a dog. So to me, that is stating on that card, again, a lot of things are being revealed, possibly to you, collective, behind the scenes, in your sanctuary, in your sacred place. You're seeing things that's being uncovered, okay, that needs to be eclipsed out. And that's possibly why you are or have been seeing so much things, signs and synchronicities, number synchronicities, getting these crazy ass, vivid, weird dreams and downloads of just energies and forces that you wouldn't even believe or imagine you're dreaming about or just wasn't thinking of, and you're getting these dreams. I have an animation movie. It's a full movie down at the bottom. You can view that. I feel that could be happening, that is happening around our world, as in like the lower realms and their energies, how they can monitor you, how they can seep up from wherever and whenever to give you these crazy vivid dreams. You could be feeling other people's energies and projections as well. You could be going through a lot of shadow work, a lot of shadow healing, just battling. This is a spiritual warfare that we're going through individually and as a collective. We're going through spiritual warfare. Okay, this picture is showing you, that the universe, God himself, is just there by your side. He's watching us. He's protecting us. My throat got a little scratchy, so let me drink water. That energy don't want us to claim and to believe that the higher realms is not by our side and helping us, but they are. They're helping us fight through the spiritual warfare and battle that we're all going through, together as well again and individually. God is by our side. So let me get into, my gosh, I've been going through, before I get into my dreams and downloads, definitely, I'm going through spiritual warfare. On my channel, I tell like it is, because I'm a intuitive reader. So I get a lot of things intuitively shown to me, and just what I feel individually, what I feel and what I'm going through, as well as what I feel from the collective. Collective's energies, or just from people's energy that surrounds me or comes into my energy. And yeah, like if you are or was going through some type of sickness, again, that could be due to the weather changing, or you're getting spiritual upgrades, or you're going through spiritual ascensions, or again, you could be just, you caught like a little virus that's going around. You could be recovering from that. But while you was going through the healing, when you're going through fighting against, again, our body's fighting against a virus. And I feel like that's how the world is when you get negative energy sent to you. It's like a virus, and you're just fighting against it to get better. You're fighting against it to get back to your normal self. You're fighting against something that's invisible, that you caught. When you catch these things, it's spirit. It's energetic forces and energy. And you're fighting energetically as well as physically towards the supernatural, just the spiritual energies that you're fighting, the forces and entities that you're fighting. You could have been going through, again, spiritual upgrades, spiritual ascensions. Okay. And sometimes that can be a little challenging, a little uncomfortable, because of the upgrades that we're getting, or that you could be possibly going through, collective. But again, let's get back to the virus. Again, it is a spiritual warfare, that we're going through. And you could have been battling a lot of stuff from your childhood times. Okay. And at this time, you're possibly healing, collective, from your childhood wounds at this time. You could be really up in age, or you're in middle age stage. I don't know what, your age is at this time in your life, but you could be literally battling things that you went through from your past life at that. Definitely from your childhood. Okay. You're finally letting things go, or you're finally seeing a brighter and bigger and higher perspective of why you went through that. And not blaming yourself, like why you had to go through what you had to go through to be where you are, to be who you are at this time, collective. And that is some deep ass shadow healing that you are balancing, that you're learning to get through it. To get out of it, get through it, to heal. That is some dark shelling and trauma battling type of energy that you could be going through. Still going through, collective. But this picture here is showing that the higher realms, this could be of a guardian angel, this could be of God himself, this could be of of Mother Gaia, because she's out in nature, This could represent a girl or a boy, child, that is an adult woman and man, still battling trauma, still battling healing, still battling of abandonment, wounds, and issues, neglect issues, emotional neglect, not being loved, not being shown right about love from the parents, the guardians, whoever has raised you. Not shown the right way. Probably you was raised in a dysfunctional type of family setting. That was just disturbing. You was always on the battlefield, coming home or being in your home. Collective. I don't know. And I can relate to this message, collective. That's why I'm speaking about it. I have to go through things to be able to share with you so you can empathize, sympathize, and feel what I'm saying. You possibly are realizing that there is no greater goal than to love. Loving yourself, forgiving yourself. This is a moment and period of time of eclipse, major eclipse, for us to ascend, for us to accelerate, for us to forgive ourselves, for us to show ourselves to self-love, for us to feel that we are deserving of healthy love, healthy connections, not the toxicity that we've seen in our past life or just in our confirmation or just in our childhood. This is showing a higher source, a higher being that is, or maybe has been watching over you, collective, on a supernatural level all your life, from when you was created in your mother's womb until now. You possibly have angelic presence watching over you. We all have. Again, I've stated this in my other previous messages. We got guardians. We have a guardian angel specifically assigned to us, and they're watching over us. This is showing a picture of just how much God loves you, collective. God loves me. I'm not trying to make this message so dark, but we have to balance the duality of the light and darkness. Okay, I'm not trying to make this message so heavy, but I'm just feeling like I have to be led when I'm delivering these messages because it's spiritually guided. Okay? So take this message however it may resonate with you and leave the rest. If this is a triggering message, okay, you can tap onto other messages until you're ready to listen to this. Okay, I'm being authentic and raw with my collective. I'm speaking of truth. God really loves us. And you probably was saying to yourself, because I can relate, I'm just speaking from experience. You're born into a family and raised, and as you became aware, you became conscious, and you started to see things, in your childhood that just wasn't flowing with you. It wasn't feeling right. It wasn't right. Maybe how you've been treated in your family, that you was raised and born in. This might not pertain to everybody. Some families were very loving to you. People were born in loving families. But let's be honest here. Sometimes even you being raised in a loving family, there is still some type of dysfunction. I kept hearing, before I delivered this message throughout my week, I kept hearing chaos. But in the midst of chaos brings order, is what I was hearing. You see it in the news. You see it in statistics. People that are raised in loving families. Somebody still can come out of there dysfunctional, twisted, sick. Whatever and whoever energy can just, as in from the dark energy and forces that can latch on to anybody that is trying to enjoy their life, enjoy some peace, laughter, happiness, joy. They want to suck and drain that out of you. Self-love, they want to suck and drain that out of you. This could be spiritually or this could be physically from people. This picture here is showing God, whoever you serve for your highest good, just guiding children along the great, along, I was about to say the grave, my gosh. Possibly. You know, if someone has passed away, my condolence. But, you know, there is still good energy, a higher source, taking people where they belong, whether it's the judgment on a spiritual level or to the promised land. Right here is showing God guiding, again, a young girl or a boy, possibly to the promised land, wherever that energy, that spirit wants to go, or God is directing that spirit to go. He's taking them. Now this can be on, like I said, on a physical note, that he's guiding us to where he wants us to go, to where we're passionate and want to go. I wanted to get into my dreams. So, my gosh, collective, I kept dreaming of recently this, I would say maybe close to the end of February, like the middle to the end of February to the beginning of this month in March. Family. I kept seeing ex, high school friends, in my dreams. And that's usually rare, that they come into my dreams, but they were in my dreams. And I don't know if they were thinking about me or those were just, again, my shadow energy of of my healing that I need to do. But my thing is, they were in my energy. You could be having past ex-friends all of a sudden appearing in your dreams that you, collective, need to heal from, forget about. But it's crazy because you think you forgot about it, you're not worrying about it, and they appear in your dreams because it could be in your deep subconsciousness. For goodness sakes, collective, you grew up with these people. But again, it could be of their energy projection or they thinking about you. Somebody could be talking. That's another scenario I'm getting. Why? Because you're not around. Possibly. You're not hanging around past energy or past people that you used to hang around with, that you knew. You possibly could have seen them recently in passing here on the 3D world. That made you dream about them. But when you don't see nobody, you don't even think about anybody, and they appear in your dreams, that's usually a telltale sign that they're thinking about you and they're talking. Gossip is going around in the energy. And you're picking up on that. You're feeling that, collective. And that's why you're like, why are they in my dreams? Why are they coming up and appearing? My gosh. like I was saying, family's been in my dreams heavy again. I've been seeing, of course, my ex-mom, and I've been seeing my brother in my dreams a lot lately. And I'm just like, when he appears in my dream, you know, these are people that you probably just dismissed yourself from. You know, you are forgiving from a distance, you're loving them from a distance, you're just moving forward from a distance. You're distant from them. You possibly felt distance all your life growing up around your family. You felt distant. You didn't feel a connection all the time. When my brother was in my dream again, it could have been from their energy and just how they're feeling, and I'm feeling their projections. I'm feeling their energy. But he's been heavy in my dreams. And he's rarely in my dreams. So I'm thinking, okay, collective, this could be past energies from on my behalf that are thinking about me, want to connect with me, want to say something. I don't know. I cut everybody off from my family. And that could have been something, collective, you had to do to have a peace of mind, to keep your tranquility, to be able to just move forward with your life. You had to detox yourself from Ken's, from your family, from whoever. Because that energy is of the past. You feel they are from the past. You want to experience new energy and just something different. Something else to look forward to. Other than seeing the same faces. I don't know about you, but that's how I was feeling. I can't speak for everybody, collective. But I know I can relate to some that are listening to my message. You're seeing this picture here of God guiding children to the sun. Possibly in your family, they could have dimmed your light some way, somehow, purposely, intentionally, and for some intentionally. They didn't know what they were doing, but most know what they were doing in your family. You could have experienced a lot of favoritism in your childhood and still going through that in your adulthood with your family, ex-family, favoritism, looking at one sibling over the other, family connecting as a group, as a whole, with functions and just things going on, and exclude you purposely. Don't invite you. You want to be around connections and with new community, new soul tribe, new people that want to congratulate you, not tolerate you because they have to. You want to feel and be welcomed. Not being, again, around a connection with family, I'm referring to, that feel they have to be up your ass because they want something, they want to know something, that they have to tolerate you, but really don't want to. That's when disrespects come into play, jealousy, envy. You feeling nervous and anxious for no reason. All that energy is from them. And it possibly is from you because of how your energy is not connecting with your family you was born and raised in. You're literally feeling disassociation from your family, out of your body. They're making you feel some type of way because of their frequency. Their energy is just not, it's not connecting with you. It's not on your level, collective. Maybe their energy, when you get around family, it makes you lower your frequency because you have to lower and dumb down yourself and dim your light to get on their level. Because your light is so bright. That will cause anxiousness, disassociation, nervousness. You possibly, in your family collective, as you grew up, you're realizing that, yeah, you were definitely conditioned. You were definitely being conditioned, manipulated, possibly neglected, to think and to feel and to act. You possibly grew up in a strict family household, let alone it being dysfunctional and toxic. It's going to cause rifts and waves within your energy and just within your life because of your innocence, because of you being tainted of their energy, of their frequency, of their character, of how they've treated you, how it made you feel, collective. It's going to cause some friction within your frequency, your life, and also your energy, and just within yourself. Things that you experienced in your childhood that caused trauma you don't want to talk about. You don't want to share. I heard plenty of times from people, certain things that I hide in my closet. I got skeletons, yes. I'm taking it to my grave. I'm not sharing it with nobody. I've heard that so many times from people. That is some shadow, deep healing shit that needs to be uncovered, uprooted, talked about, shared, healed, in order for me or for whoever this can relate to move forward, to grow, to ascend. Just want you to know, collective, whatever you went through, it wasn't your fault. You were an innocent bystander. Shit, you only was doing things and going through things because of what you seen and what you was raised around, what you had to endure. You had to be resilient. Being raised on the battlefield, in your own home, like you was in military. You possibly had military parents that were just really strict. Not all, but most. Or you was raised in a religious home that was really strict. What you endured and what you had to go through wasn't your fault. Some things were unnecessary that you had to go through. Some things that you seen was diabolical. In a religious family, as well as a military family. And you was pretty much just thrown, and you was feeling so much of other people's projections, of their dark shadow work, that they lack healing, that you was feeling. It wasn't your shadow work, it wasn't your duty, your job to take on these energies, but you possibly have. My gosh, collective. You see, this picture here is showing God rescuing someone from the flood, from water. Water can represent emotion. You're possibly right now crying. You're feeling and going through the emotions. Anything could trigger you at this point. Anything and anyone. Like never before. And you say to yourself, you know, crying is healing. It is releasing. Especially if you're not used to showing emotion, being emotional. But it could stem from a deep root traumatic situation that you have been just keeping under wraps. You swept under the rug. You put it back in your subconsciousness. You kept it in your skeleton, closet full of skeletons that you refused to open the door to face, to heal. That is possibly being brought to the surface. That's what this picture is showing here, of emotions. My gosh, this picture is showing you that your mess is never too big to stop God's love. He is rescuing a sheep out of the mud. My gosh. He is rescuing, I just moved my phone. He is rescuing you, collective, out of the dirt, out of the muck, out of the quicksand, out of the mud, out of the floods of the water, of emotions that you are feeling, going through. Again, if things are coming up from the mud, from the muck, from the quicksands that try to suffocate you, drown you from in a water ocean, from the mud, from the muck, He is coming to pull you out. He is coming to save you, collective. But you got to be open to release. You're reflecting for a reason. These things that are happening in your dream, these things, these clips, just what you're going through that's coming up from the past is coming up for a reason. For you to reflect on it, but not get stuck there. For you to realize, open your eyes and your heart to realize what you went through. Yes, it wasn't fair. What you had to go through. The emotions and traumas and projections you were taking on of other people in your family wasn't even yours. You're realizing that. Because you made it into yours. Sorta, kinda. You made it your load to carry on your backpack, on your back, in your heart, in your mind, in your subconsciousness. It is coming up from the subconscious to your conscious. All that muck, all that trauma, all that buildup, okay, of emotions that you're going through. It is coming up at this point, at this time, for you to feel it, to realize it, because you witness it. Can't hide it anymore. You can't bury it anymore. It has to come up to the surface for it to be smoothed out, for it to be wiped away, for it to be cleansed. Again, you could be crying a lot at this point, at this time, crying out of nowhere. That is pinned up emotion that needs to be released from you, collective. You could be doing something happy, making you feel good, full of joy, and all of a sudden you just feeling an overwhelmed feeling of emotion. My gosh. It's okay. It's okay. Release it however you need to. Cry, collective. Reflect. This is a time to reflect. And behind the scenes, I've been doing, for my personal self, a lot of reflection. It's okay. It's okay to console to your spiritual family. It's okay to console with someone that you trust. Excuse me. Confirmation. It is okay. It is okay. Because once we bring that up, once we confront that trauma, once we confront just everything we buried down, once we confront and work through our shadow healing and that shadow self of us, the dark and lower frequency and energy and forces has no more control over you, over your energy. When you claim your power back, when you take control of your power and of your energy, when you just look at the situation and say, yes, okay, this could pertain to a relationship or connection. Yes, I had a big part in playing in how the situation, relationship, whatever it could be, marriage, friendship, with family, business, lover, or friend. I had a big part in that connection, how it went down, how things happened or occurred. I can take responsibility. I can take accountability of why things happened the way it did. How that person feel, how I feel. I take accountability. And things happened the way it did because it just had to happen. It is what it is. But when you take that accountability and you just, forgive yourself afterwards, possibly forgive the other person, that plays a big part in the healing and shadow work, for sure. Because then once you forgive that person, as well as yourself, taking accountability of how things went down and panned out, that the dark energy and forces has no power on guilt tripping you. That power does not, from whatever entity forces that were working against you and your connections, again, business, lover, family, or friend, they can't work against you because you brought love in the situation. Forgiving yourself, forgiving them, and now you're taking care of yourself. You have brought forgiveness and love in the connection, in the situation. It no longer has a stronghold over you or power over you. Those forces and entities want to have a stronghold over you. And this can be pertaining to a relationship, situationship, with family. They no longer have a strong hold over you because you forgave them. You've moved on. Most importantly, you forgave yourself. Hopefully, in the connections of your family or with the relationship you was in or friendship you was in. You know, if you're physically letting them know it is what it is. I forgive you, but I have to move on with myself and my life. And they will do the same. But that's not always the case. People are not always like us, collective, or like you. People don't respond like you. They don't relate or connect like you. They can still have some type of, what is it? A vindictive agenda against you. And that's not for you to figure out or for you to focus on or worry. That's their shadow work and healing they need to do, separate from yours. But it's release from you. They have no stronghold over you anymore. No entity can bother you because you've forgiven them and you let them know spiritually or you let them know literally, physically. You've forgiven them and you're moving forward. No matter if they forgave you or not. And you give your best regards. You give your best regards to them. Good riddance from that energy, from that force, from that stronghold. You possibly could be going through this right now with someone, with a group of people, with family, with a friend, with a significant other. My gosh. It's showing a picture here of God just constantly, or a higher source that is for our highest good. They are constantly by our side, comforting us in our time of need, especially when you're going through a lot of healing and shadow work and just traumatic things alone. You know, you're going through this in your own sanctuary. You're going through this by yourself. You possibly could have, again, a special someone that you are connecting with that is listening to you and comforting you. But that's not always the case. And we always really got to be careful who we go to, because sometimes those people that we go to for comfort, for validation, for healing, for just pretty much to release our trauma, just let it out. 9 times out of 10, sometimes those be the ones that you lack trust in, because what you have shared or what you have told them, they've went about and told everybody else, told the whole neighborhood, told the whole community, told the whole city, the country. My gosh. And you only told one person. Now everybody knows how I feel, what I've been going through. You got someone that has the gift of gab. So sometimes it is best to release and to talk about how you're feeling and what you're going through in secret with your spiritual family. To do it in prayer. To do it in other creative ways. Writing a letter and releasing it by burning it, writing a letter and put it in the toilet and flush it down the toilet. Whatever energy you're trying to release. Okay. You could do a lot of things. Egg cleanse. Eggs are pretty expensive at this time, so I don't know about that. You need every egg you can to eat, but my thing is, there's just so many ways to release the energy. So many creative ways. Read your Bible. Prayer's mainly a big thing. Constant prayer. My gosh. This message may not pertain to everybody, but whoever can relate, this message is for you. Okay? Again, this picture is showing God's love. It is so unconditional. And He is comforting us. He's sending down assistance to comfort us. Lately, I've been feeling like I've been in a cocoon collective. I don't know about you, but I don't know what it is, when God's presence or just angelic energy comes to comfort you, they really comfort you. And that's the feeling I feel sometimes when I'm going through or have been through spiritual battles, spiritual warfare. And you showed up, not giving up for yourself. You show up each and every day to want to live. You show up each and every day to breathe and just show gratitude in the breaths you take. Gratitude is a gateway to personal freedom. You're showing gratitude to yourself and to life and just to everything you have and where you are. It is personal freedom because you're doing it for you. You're doing it for you to feel liberated. You're doing it for you to feel elevated. You're doing it for you to release. You're doing it for you to heal. You're doing it for you to show yourself the love. Not needing no validation or permission from nobody. You're doing it for yourself. Everybody has free will to show gratitude. Everybody has free will to do whatever they want. God gives us free will. But sometimes that free will can be taken advantage of. Sometimes that free will can just be or become so distorted, so messed up, so tainted and tarnished because it's not done in moderation. We have the free will to do a lot of things that pleasures us. But again, finding the balancing the scales of doing things that we have a free will to doing is the challenge, is the battle. We have to balance. Excuse me. Again, confirmation. I keep burping. My gosh. The balance. Moderation. When I was going through things collective, like I said, you possibly was getting over some kind of cold, just some type of things you was going through physically. I experienced weird ass things. I was literally growling like a lion in my sleep one time recently. That's never happened to me before. I usually make other kind of animal sounds, but when I make animal sounds, sometimes that I feel that's telling me the energy that's surrounding me, as in like the Chinese symbols, you know what I mean? The Chinese what is it? Zodiac signs. I feel like sometimes that's telling me the energies that are around me, zodiac wise, that I'm feeling, picking up. But I was a lion, but I was growling in my sleep. I was fighting. I was going through some battles, some spiritual warfare stuff for me to be growling. Mhm. My gosh. And you don't have to seek, again, you don't have to apologize. You don't have to be an ass kisser. When you want to seek solitude, when you want to seek, just, my gosh, some time to yourself. You don't have to keep apologizing and explaining to anyone that you needed space and time to yourself. Confirmation. When you need to take that vacation, when you need to just take a few days off from work when you can. I'm not saying for you to do that, collective. That's if you can. But I'm just saying when you just need to catch up on rest and just rejuvenate yourself and your energy, do so by all means. It says here, his sheep hears his voice. Mm-hmm. The universe, God himself could be calling you. The angelic presence of angels could be calling you. A song that I heard was this week. I heard it. It was from off of Color Purple, and I was just like, I just started singing out of the blue, and I was just like, this song is called "God Is Trying to Tell You Something," and that song, just Color Purple movie is so deep. It's like you feel it from your freaking ancestors type of energy. From like around those times, you're feeling it. And that is like a classic, just old school, but classic movie that all minorities can relate to, as well as Caucasians and other, races, but definitely minorities. I'm talking about the first movie of Color Purple. But the song was called God Is Trying to Tell You Something. I don't know if this part of the song is also, yeah, that is a part of the song. I just kept hearing, speak, Lord, speak to me. You're possibly asking the universe, whoever you serve, to speak to you, to let you know that you're listening, and for them to speak to you, to guide you, direct you on this path of life, on this spiritual path, on your self-love path, on your healing path, collective. And they will speak to you. You just got to know what voice you're hearing. It literally says here, his sheep hears his voice. You got to know which voice is talking to you. Sometimes it's not of a good voice. In my previous message, I told you I've heard a demonic voice recently. So I'm definitely going through some spiritual battles, spiritual warfare. You are possibly going through that too, collective. And it's for a good reason, because you are accelerating, you are ascending, you're healing and going through your shadow period, shadow work, and these dark forces and entities, whatever they are, whoever they are, people projecting, don't want you to ascend. Period. They don't want you to heal yourself. They don't want you to forgive yourself. They don't want you to love your damn self. They don't want you to forgive other people for their transgressions against you. They don't want you to feel lighter. They don't want you to look at the brighter side of life. They don't want you to just enjoy the sun, enjoy laughter, enjoy having the energy of taking care of yourself, moving forward. You are a sheep, collective. We're all our sheeps. Whatever animal that you like, that's what you are. But in this message, I'm referring to us, and even in God's word, it refers to us being his sheep. And he is our shepherd. And we go to him for reverence. We go to him for restoration. Maybe you were a sheep that got off the lane. Maybe you are a sheep that's been bombarded by other things, or you just got curious along your path, along your way, and you got off your path. Something distracted you, something lured you, something tempted you. You was just so bi-curious, and you went that way. Again, we all have free will. You were lured by, I'm telling you, incubus, succubus energies, just again, temptation, just whatever. You were lured away for a little bit. What they say, you know, you're sheep that got lost. It's okay. We can get back on our path. We can get back on our journey. We can get back. It's important that we get back on our paths of self-healing, self-love, on our spiritual path. Whatever path you're going on, walking on, that you call yourself going on, it's important that we get back on it. And collective, again, you might have been a wandering wanderer. You know, you got dirty, you got tainted, you know, you've been through the muck, the suffocating sands and the dirt. You've been lost in captivity. Okay. And it's showing that God is coming. A higher source or energy is coming to find you. Okay. Once we allow the higher realms to help us, our guardian angels to help us, they're doing everything and anything to get us back on a path, to get us back on track with ourselves, maybe tapping in and getting in tune with ourselves, because there's a lot of wolves out there in sheep clothing pretending to help us, pretending to feel as if they're there to guide us, to be our friend, to be our lover, to be akin to us, family to us. There's a lot of wolves out there in sheep clothing trying to come after your energy, your soul, if not physically, spiritually, collective. Trying to come at you, come after you, off of your fear. They want you to fear, off of your guilt, off of your pleasures and desires. Trying to chase you, trying to capture you, trying to trap you, collective. And this can pertain to business, lover, family, or friend, foe or hoe. I'm being completely honest with you, transparent with you. We got to watch, and we got to protect ourselves by all means, because they're here to devour, destroy, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically. You see the background here of God, a higher source coming to rescue you. And if they are not doing that spiritually, in a physical sense, they're letting us know in a physical sense, they're giving us warning ahead of time. You have a wolf in your camp. You have a wolf in your campgrounds. You have a wolf around you, dressed in sheep clothing. You have a wolf in your energy, collective. Ahead of time, we have to listen and be obedient to avoid the spiritual battles, the spiritual war with that energy. You don't know what that wolf, that person, energy's like. You don't know what they're battling with. You don't know what demon or entity they're carrying in the spiritual realms, because they love us so much. The higher realms, they warn us spiritually ahead of time first. Then they protect you spiritually. It can go either way. Okay? I meant to say they protect you physically and let you know spiritually, this is what was to avoid. This is what you needed to do to avoid the situation. But they normally will warn you ahead of time. You see this wolf here? Poor sheep. He's coming to destroy, collective. But in spite of however many wolves that are surrounding you, you see in this hand of the higher source, the higher realms is coming to rescue you. They're literally making those energies and dark forces and people, business, lover, family, friend, foe, and hoe, be your step stool. This lamb is literally walking over and on top of that lower frequency forces, entities, demonic forces, whatever, whoever. You're literally walking on them as your footstool to raise you up, for you to continue to elevate. You're walking on these energies, or you will be. And God, higher realms, is holding out their hands saying, come, my child. I've been waiting for you. You've done a good thing. You've passed a test. You've excelled. You accelerated. You are evolving. Come now. Come with me so I can protect you more, so I can guide you more on your path of healing, on your path of peace, on your path of joy, on your path of love, on your path of forgiveness. Did I say healing? On your path of educating yourself, on your path of wisdom, knowledge, whatever you've been praying for, what you're seeking for, collective. On your path of clarity, on your path of forgiving yourself. Again, on your path of love. My gosh, collective. Love is the highest frequency. Love is healing. And it's so much, it's just so much deeper of medicine when we can heal ourselves. My gosh. Again, I've been dreaming. I didn't go into detail, but my gosh, just of my ex-family, it's been crazy. My stepfather's been in my dreams. My stepfather's been in my dreams like crazy, you know, trying to, you're hearing background noises. That's my children moving around in the kitchen. But again, distraction of energies, distraction of noise. People are trying to just move you off the path. You see in the picture here of the wolf still trying to come after you. God and higher source is literally risking their life with blood on his arms and hands, on his legs. The universe, God himself, shed every fiber of his being, let alone his blood, for us, collective. This is telling me you are covered by his blood. This is deep. This is real deep. Possibly people of the dark forces and energies were trying to do some type of just wickedness towards you involving blood. They were using you and wanted you to be a blood sacrifice, collective, is what I'm getting from this picture. God is saying no. No, not my child. You're not going to be used as no blood sacrifice to nobody and no one. What God has blessed you with, no man shall curse. No one, no woman. Or what God is going to bless you with, collective. We got to definitely, again, stay cleansed and prayed up for sure. Because when you're getting spiritually attacked, you know, or you're going through spiritual warfare, to me, that's telling me you're getting closer to some kind of freedom, some type of victory, some type of ascension. Some type of stronghold is being released away from you, out of your energy or field. You're being delivered, is how I'm looking at it. So we got to continue staying away from these wolves dressed in sheep clothing, the pretenders, the actors, the predators that wants to prey on the innocent, wants to prey on our light, wants to prey on our niceness and kindness, wants to prey on our nurturingness. My gosh. On our joy, just on our life, on our energy. We got to continue protecting, okay, staying prayed up, but also moving away. I feel the ancestors and spirit guides, God himself is guiding us away. This picture is showing him guiding us away on the 3D realms. He could send somebody as an angel, as a protector to guide you away out of the blue for your highest good and for your safety. Spiritually, this could be happening. My gosh. Again, my uncle's been in my dreams. I hardly see him in my dreams. It's usually my aunt, but I've been seeing my uncle in my dreams. I'm telling you, whatever people are hiding or whatever they have done is coming to light. And by any means and all means, God is, you know, aka Ra, Mother Gaia, they are going to reveal, they also are going to protect me and possibly you, collective, if you're going through this. You have left a toxic, dysfunctional family. He is literally holding us in his arms, protecting us, shielding us. We definitely got to believe, but also lean on not our own understanding, but on the universe, lean on God's. protection. Lean on the archangels, guidance and protection. Our ancestors, guidance and protection. That is for our highest good. This is a spiritual plane that we're living on. Not just physical, this is spiritual. It's showing a picture here of him holding a sheep in his hands, cuddling it, protecting it. That is you, collective. He's protecting us, shielding us. We got to incorporate higher source of positive light and love into our life to be shielded. My gosh. I was really surprised to see my uncle in my dreams, my stepfather in my dreams, my brother in my dreams. My mother, she's usually in my dreams. My sisters are usually in my dreams. Who else? Ex-friends in my dreams. So you could be having a whole, I'm telling you, you could be the talk of your community, the neighborhood, just in people's hearts. You're literally in their subconscious for them to be coming into your energy, into your dreams. Okay? If he was done wrong by any way, it could be the littlest thing that can, you know what I mean, be of guilt sent to your ex-past people. Any little thing they have said or done that they felt they done wrong to you is probably haunting them. They're thinking about it, thinking about you, wondering how you're doing, wondering what you're doing, how you're getting by, possibly, because you're not in contact with nobody, possibly, collective. You're focusing on your happiness. You're healing your childhood wounds. You're focusing on bringing that sun back into your life. That sunshine back into your life. That joy back into your life. From it being stripped away from you, taken from you. Without your consent, without your permission. You're getting that back again. You're probably finding a newfound sense of just zest or spark in your life. You're finding that again. Okay? And it's because you went through a lot of shadow healing. Healing of your wounds, your traumas. Anything that just made you, my gosh. That made you roar with inside. I don't know if you heard that noise. That was like my belly. It sounded like a lion again. That made you just, it just wanted you to fight. This energy wants you to fight for what's right and to fight for your life. Continue to be resilient. Continue to be, and also, be that warrior. Continue to be that soldier within us, within you, within me. For us to continue to move forward. Okay. Going through the endurance, but continue to move forward. Feeling light, feeling, you know what I mean? From just the personal growth that we have or is going through and we're evolving into. He wants us to be feeling free. These girls are walking, he's holding these children. It could be of a male or female. Okay? Energy. But he's walking with us. He wants us to be free, to let go. Finally, just let go and release, to have a new sense on life again. The burdens that we've been carrying is not our burdens to bear anymore. He wants us to give it to him, collective, as much as we can, whenever we can. Saying to the universe, to God, whoever you serve for your highest good, take the will. My gosh, take the will, please. I'm tired. I'm just tired. I give up, not on life, but I just give up on focusing, on thinking, on caring for anybody's burdens, anybody's past. I am dropping this book bag to light my load. I am dropping this energy. I want to get out of it. I felt like I've gone through it long enough. I am so ready. I'm so ready, Father. I'm so ready, universe, to feel like myself again. Can you do that for me, Father, or universe, whoever you serve? Can you deliver me from this energy, entity, whatever it is? And collective, my advice is to not look back. Don't go back in curiosity. Don't look back. Keep moving forward. Once he release and relieve you from, my gosh, whatever stronghold was trying to keep a hold of you, he is releasing me. I am claiming this energy now. Claim this energy. Claim this energy, collective. Woo! Claim it. Yes. Believe it and claim it. So it shall be. My gosh. And go out there and enjoy whatever weather you're experiencing. Go out there and just do something that your inner child would do. If you're surrounded by snow, if you want to, by free will, go out there and make a snow angel on the ground. Feel like a child again. If you're out there and it's sunny, go out there and enjoy the sun. If it's raining, if you want to get wet, go out there in the rain and get wet. My gosh. Your inner child will love it. They will thank you. And you're showing the universe just how grateful you are to be living and breathing at this present time, how much you survived. You survived. You conquered from what you have gone through, what you have witnessed, what you had to battle with internally as well as externally, with people, places, and things, as well as with yourself. Oh my gosh, collective. I'm just speaking from experience. I'm telling you like it is. And you're saying to yourself at this point, or you will be, whatever is happening, it is what it is. But I'm gonna move forward. I'm gonna freaking move forward. And I'm going to learn, I'm going to explore, I'm going to just do some new things. I'm going to get as much rest as I need to. And I'm going to feel rejuvenated and refreshed. I'm going to have a new sense of life. I'm going to feel a spark within me, or I'm going to fulfill a spark, or I'm going to fulfill something that you wanted to do creatively. And I'm going to enjoy it for my highest good. I'm going to challenge myself. Maybe you're an introvert. I'm going to challenge myself to be an extrovert. maybe twice out the week. I don't know. Whatever goal you're setting could be big or small. I'm going to challenge myself, if you were an extrovert, to go inward and be an introvert. To hone in my energy. My gosh. This message was well needed for me to deliver. I needed to release this energy so it could be transmuted. Okay, I hope my message gave you some type of awareness. It awakened your consciousness. It awakened your subconsciousness for us to continuously do that healing. You know, my message is helping you to reflect on yourself individually by me expressing my experiences and just what I've been going through, what I've been seeing and observing lately. I hope my message was of guidance to you, healing to you, because it was healing for me. Okay, again, my channel is about healing, and it's also here to raise your vibes. This is showing a picture of angel wings. Again, maybe you could be seeing feathers. Okay, you're probably dreaming of angels carrying you or just cuddling you, protecting you under their wings. That's what this picture is reminding me of. You're being protected under the archangel's wings. Collective. Whew. You're not going through this spiritual warfare and battle alone. I tell you that. Okay. I'm going through it with you. And again, the spiritual realms is here to help deliver you. They're helping to protect you, shield you. They're going to battle for you to protect your soul, for you to be able to raise your spirit and your soul again. If you felt like it's been lost, if you felt like it's been dimmed, if you felt like it's been taken, it's been harvested and manifested on, you felt like it's been siphoned, my gosh, call back your energy and power. Call it back every chance you get, collective, and protect yourself as much as you can. Change our mindset. Okay, speak life into your situations. Okay, if it doesn't look a certain way it should, or you want it to look, speak life into it. Breathe life into yourself. It's showing a picture here of this woman. It could be of a man as well, but they're enjoying the sun rays. Okay, and the sun rays to you can look very colorful from within yourself. Okay, it's looking yellow, but when you see it, it's looking another way. It's looking different colors. You could be seeing that. The sun could be healing you, protecting you. It's detoxing your body, collective. It's healing and rejuvenating your system, your body. If you're getting sun or can get it. Okay, so this is encouragement to step out as much as you can. Okay, the weather is changing. On my end, where I'm from, spring is coming, yes. So, yeah, just enjoy stepping out in nature as much as you can to detox, cleanse yourself and your energy and body to regain strength and of healing, okay, from Mother Nature. I hope my message, again, it just really was transparent with you, okay? I definitely was transparent in this message with my collective. And again, continue to use that gratitude every day, every chance you get, as personal growth and personal freedom. for yourself, and for us to just cut ties, cords, let go of things, physically as well as energetically, of people, place, and things that are just toxic. It's not serving your highest good. We need to get out of that energy, move away from that environment, just let things go, let people go. The sooner the better. Thank you for listening to this message. Until next time, take care.